reawakening the warrior spirit, and this is a spirit that won and built this nation, and from the cavalry that tamed the Great Plains to the ferocious, unyielding power of Patton Bradley and the great General Douglas MacArthur. These are all great men. In this effort, we're a team, and so my message to you is very simple. I am with you, I support you, and as president, I have your backs 100%. You'll never see me even waver a little bit.
We can speak about this with Haytham Faraj. He's a retired Marine Corps officer and lawyer speaking to us from Beirut in Lebanon. Haytham, good to have you on the program. As someone who has served for his country, has the United States lost that warrior spirit that President Trump speaks of? Does it need to be reawakened?
No, it has not. I am still in regular contact with colleagues. Some of my colleagues continued with their service. They are now general officers. I assume some of them attended this, or maybe all of them. The warrior spirit is alive and well, and it is ready to be misused anytime the political leaders in the country want to use it or misuse it, as we have been misused in the past.
There was some confusion when this meeting was first announced because the Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of War that he now likes to be called, ordered all these generals to come back, some of them on active duty, back to Quantico to hear this address from him and President Trump. So one wonders, is there more to all of this than just the return to warrior speeches that we've heard from both men? Would they be discussing other things?
I listened to the entire presentation by Secretary Hegseth and by Trump, and it made me wonder how the Secretary and the President can justify pulling these very senior officers away from their important jobs and their daily duties to listen to a speech that could have been summarized in an email. And let me tell you, when I served and after I served, commanders, either military or political leaders, often send messages or emails or letters of encouragement to refocus, to reassess, to stand down sometimes. So this is nothing new, but this is a typical Trump move where it's all about him. He wanted to be the first of a kind event, and it was. And he had his day where he brought all the military officers together and did what he did. It was reminiscent of the famous YouTube video we see of Saddam Hussein, where he brings together the Ba'ath Party and starts to call out names that are going to be eliminated. Of course, none of the generals were eliminated, but maybe some will be. Some are certainly being forced into retirement because they don't reflect what Trump believes to be the ethos or the type of character that military officers ought to have. All of it, of course, is false and meaningless, but it makes Trump feel better about himself.
Is it dangerous at all to have all these generals and senior military staff at one place in Quantico, especially in just terms of safety or national security at all?
I'll tell you, Quantico is a very secure area. The FBI Academy was there, and I think it's still there. It's being moved soon. It's an important military base. I served there. So it's if you're going to have an event of this sort anywhere with these types of numbers, Quantico is the place to do it. But certainly, you're right. Is it dangerous? Absolutely. To bring together this many senior level officers for essentially a pat on the back for Trump and for Hegseth to let us know that he once upon a time used to be a platoon leader, which are a dime a dozen, frankly. And so the short answer is yes, of course it was dangerous. I'm sure they took the necessary measures to ensure that everyone was safe, but I don't know that if you were to have a candid conversation with any of the officers in attendance, that any of them would have endorsed this type of gathering. It goes without say, however, in the United States, military officers follow the commands of the political leaders, and they did.
And Haytham, just very quickly, a lot was said by both Hegseth and Trump about this quote-unquote woke nature of the military. Do some of these aspects need to change within the United States military? How have they handled it so far?
The military is a reflection of American society. When I entered, many of the things that are permissible today were not allowed. As I was leaving the military was transitioning in many different ways, but it reflected the evolution of American society, of either acceptance of genders and specific military specialties. For example, I was an infantry officer. There were no women in the infantry. Today there are. In my time, homosexuality was actually criminalized. Today it's permitted. But this is a reflection of American society. And so when he speaks about woke, what he's really doing is he is appealing to the core constituency that supports him. It does not reflect where America is today. And so I am not commenting on whether it's right or wrong. What I'm telling you is the military in America today is a reflection of American society. It's not any more woke than America is, and it's not any less woke than America is.
And certainly could be changing with this new administration. Haytham Faraj, always great to get your take. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.